Greetings everyone. The point of this short video is to tell you about an exciting new edition here at the library, and that edition is eBooks. We now have 127 eBooks available for student checkout on your personal devices, so your phones, tablets, any of those sorts of things. Most of the ebooks that we have available are fiction titles, and a handful of them are some of the required readings in your classes. So I would like to, at this time, go to the library homepage and show you how you can access those ebooks. All right, so now I'm here on the library homepage, and everything that you need to know about ebooks is right here. And as you can see, there are 4 different ways that you can check out ebooks, and that's all detailed for you right here. What I want to show you is the easiest way to access these ebooks and see what they're about. The website that you need to go to access the ebooks is gofollett.com. And the first time that you access this on a device, it's going to look like this. So you're going to need to pick your location. So I need to find good old Michigan here. And you're going to type in your school's name. And I'm going to select high school. And I'm going to click go. Once you've done this once on a device, it's going to hold that it's Reeths-Puffer High School, and you won't need to do that again. All right, so I'm now here looking at the featured ebooks. You see that there are 127. One thing that's different with ebooks than what you're used to in terms of using the card catalog to look for books is that you need to log in if you're going to be able to save notes in the ebooks, or if you want to check them out and download them to your devices. So I'm going to click on the login button right here. Your login is your school Google account, so nothing new to remember. First name, period, last name, at reeths-puffer.org, password, RP, and your student number. I'm going to log in with just a generic account. So that we can take a look at this. All right, the first thing that I'm going to do is click on the link for all 127 just to give you an opportunity to see what's here. And you can scroll, all right, and it's going to show you the different ebooks. We actually have ebooks from 2 different vendors, one of them being Follett, which is the same company that provides us with our library software, and the other is another company called Mackin. And the reason for that is we want to be able to compare both their title selection as well as the readers. Which reader do students like better? Do students have a preference? Which reader is easier to download on phones and tablets? Which e-reader works on more devices? So those are a lot of the reasons why we're selecting 2 different vendors. So I'm just continuing to scroll because I want to get to a point, not only so that you can see what's here, but I want you to be able to see how the 2 different vendors display. And here I am. Okay. Notice here that if I look at World War I, I see an open button and a favorite button. If I look here at Midnight Burning, I see an open button, a checkout button, and a favorite button. All ebooks from both vendors, you are able as the student to check out and download to your device totally without involvement from library staff. Obviously, of course, we will help you if you want help, but it's not required. With this particular book and this particular vendor, when you don't see the checkout button here, it just means there's one more step involved. That's really the only difference. I'm going to go ahead and click on Open for Burning Midnight, just so that you can see what the e-reader looks like. And this e-reader is what we call device agnostic. So that means if you were looking at this book on your phone or you were looking at this book on a tablet, the display would adjust so that it was readable and it displayed correctly for the size screen that you were looking at. So if I click down here, right here, you can obviously see that there are arrows to go forward and back within this book. But if I click down here in the bottom, I am going to get my other controls. So you can see here that I could type a particular page to display. If I wanted to set a bookmark on this page for a reason, I could. If I want to make a note, and I think the note feature is really important, especially if you're using an ebook that you are reading for a class assignment or a class project. Maybe it's a marking period where you get to do choice reading, but you know that you're going to be required to do something with this ebook afterwards. You could create notes. Because I am signed in, these notes are mine. So maybe there is something on this page about theme that you want to note. You can give your note a title. So I'm just going to say theme, and I'm going to save it. So that note is saved. You can see here that there is another note that has been made, or I bookmarked this. When I'm done with this note, I can close it. All right, and I could go on to other pages. From this screen, I could close the book if I'm done, or under information, I could check this book out. All right, so now I've checked the book out. If I was on a device where I could download the book, I would then need to do that as a separate step. So if I'm done with this book, I'm going to click close. So that example was a book that had the checkout button. Let's go ahead and open one of these books without the checkout button so that you can see what the additional step would be. I'm going to go ahead and click on Open, and you're going to see this additional pop-up menu. It says your selection will open in a new tab. Do you want to do that? All you need to do is click Proceed, and you're automatically going to be brought into the other vendor. And at this point, I'm going to click Open Now. And you will see that this book is opening. All right, so again, I have my arrows that I can use to navigate. All right, all of my controls are down here. So if I want information, if I want to go to a particular chapter, if I'm wanting to enlarge, if I want to make a note, right here is my note feature. So I could make my note. I'm going to edit. All right, I could make my note. Here I can set, here's my citation actually on this one. So if I needed to cite this for some reason, I could do that. And then when I was done with the book, here would be the close book. And I'm going to click to my other tab that I have open. If I wanted to check this book out, I would check it out here at this point. So this is all what I would be doing on my computer. I also want to talk to you about apps, because chances are most of you are going to use these ebooks on your phone or on a tablet, so you're going to need to download some apps. So I'm going to click back on my tab where I'm at the Library Media Center page, and if I scroll down, here's where the information is about the two apps. One app that you need is the Brightwave K-12, and you do want to make sure you get the K-12 app, not the Higher Ed app. And then the other app is the Mac and VIA. Right here under the image for Brightwave, I have a link that shows you which devices Brightwave works on. All right, so you can look at that and see that your device is there. I then have a link to the download page. All right, so obviously if you were putting this on an iPhone or an iPad, you could go right to the Apple Store and search for this app, or right here is a direct link. If you're dealing with an Android phone or tablet, again, you could go directly to the store, but here is a link for that. If you're putting it on a Mac computer, if you want to put it on a compatible Nook, a compatible Kindle, here are the links for that. All right, and then also here are further support documents for the reader. All right, and this kind of shows you, this is a really good picture that shows you what it looks like displayed on a phone. All right, and walks you through the process for accessing and checking out those books, very much like we just looked at with our sample book. All right, so the step to download. So this is a really helpful document, and again, I'm more than happy to walk you through that. And then the Mackin app is the second one. So right here, it's not as nice of a page, but it does tell you which devices are supported, which file types. Here is the link to, this is the support for the reader. All right. And to download the app is this page. And again, it's not quite as pretty, but you'll see the link for Android to the iTunes Store, Kindle, Nook, to a desktop, a Windows computer, or a Mac computer. So everything that you need to know about the apps is right there and available for you. What I would at least like to try to show you, and I'm going to have to show this through my webcam, so I'm not sure how well this is going to view. So let me bring my webcam back up. Let me bring up my phone here a minute. All right, so if you can kind of see, I'm so directionally challenged. Here we go. All right, you can see the Brightwave app. It's the blue diamond. All right, and if I scroll, you also can see that the one with the flowers, the Mackin app. All right, so if I open the Brightwave app, and if I click on my library, we'll give it here a minute to load. Maybe. All right, it's logging me in. And if I want to look at eBooks, you're going to see, you should recognize that book as being the first one that you saw. And again, I know it's how to read, but you're going to see the open and the favorite. All right, so if I click open on my phone, it's giving me the proceed. And I'm opening it here a minute. Oops, that's right, I already downloaded that one. So let's go to another one that I haven't downloaded on my phone already. Sorry about the delay here. All right, it'd be hard for you to see, but there is the checkout button, so I'm going to click on that. Clicking on opening. I'm waiting for it to open. All right, here's my two books. And now it is loading it on my device. All right, so I at least wanted you to have a kind of a, I know it's hard to read, but at least an opportunity to see that how it displays on your phone and how easily it is to get it on your phone. And now, if I scroll, come on. There is the book on my phone. So I know this was really fast, but everything that you do need is available on the library website in terms of directions and links. And of course, I am happy to help you with this, and I hope that you will enjoy having this new option for reading from the library. Thanks, and have a good day.